there's nothing that can separate us from the love of God. Height, nor depth, nor principality, or darkness, nothing. And that's the message that I want the world to know. My name is Jared Brooks. I'm the lead pastor at the Exchange Church here in Houston, Texas. My idea of success for our church would be that everyone understands that God's not mad at them, God's not disappointed in them, that God is so proud of them right where they are. There's such a misrepresentation of the church in the world today. People see the church, and a lot of people have ran from the church with good reason too, because the church has become something that God never intended it to become. And I think it's important for us to exist, for the Exchange to exist, so that we can kind of shift that paradigm back to what Jesus originally intended the church to be. And that is a church that breaks down barriers, that breaks down walls, that loves people unconditionally, and that represents who Jesus really is.
My name's Eddie Bonilla. I'm one of the executive pastors at the Exchange Church. The first time we met Jared's house, it was a little surreal. It was the beginning, total beginning, very small, very different than anything we'd ever done before, but it just felt right. It felt like it was the start of something special. It really was.
Everything started kind of rolling into place. I called Eddie and Jennifer and I said, well, I think we need to just start having worship here in my house. Just a couple of us, let's just get together. And at the time we knew another couple that were looking for a church. And so we met right here in my house. In fact, Pastor Eddie sat right behind me in a folding chair with his iPad and his guitar. And he led us in worship. And we had right here in this very living room, we had about 8 to 10 people in that very first meeting, and that was the first week, the first Sunday of December in 2014. So we met that week with about 10 people or so. The following week we did it again, and we had about 15 people show up.
My idea of having a successful church is for people to find a home here, for them to come, be accepted, and really just be able to come and be who they are without worrying about being judged and just being loved. So if people can find that here, then I think we've accomplished our goal.
If I had one option to tell everybody in the world, just one thing, it would be this: that Jesus is so madly in love with you right now, exactly where you are, in the middle of all your sin, in the middle of all your chaos. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you believe or don't believe. It doesn't matter who your daddy was or who your mama was. But right now, at this very moment, Jesus is crazy, madly in love with you. And you can't do anything about it.